Hey, 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 it is day 5 of our 9-year celebration. And I am here today with some people you've seen on the screen all week, Shelly and Carol, who's hiding in the background. And Micah is here tonight, and our special author guest, Michelle Rohlf. So we are super excited to be here tonight with you to continue the celebration of in 9 years, 9 lives, 9 authors, 19 minutes. I'm doing this by memory because it's not in front of me, so I know I'm forgetting something. But you know the drill. We're here doing the nines. We are definitely doing the nines. And I'm going to let Shelly lead us into the next segment, and we're going to have fun tonight.
Yes, we are. So welcome to day 5, everyone. So glad y'all are joining us. So we're going to go into another fun fact. So if you've joined us for the first 4 days, we skipped yesterday, but if you joined us for the first 4, we have shared, or Athena has shared, some fun facts about Redemption Press over these last 9 years in each of these. So you can find the replay on the Redemption Press page if you want to go back and rewatch that. So for tonight, Athena, tell us, how did 2020 change the world of publishing?
Yeah, well, it definitely rocked the publishing and printing world, no question about it. And basically, we saw huge supply chain and distribution issues, mainly slowdowns, and printers, some major book manufacturer printers, not just printers, people who specialized in books went out of business. And that left fewer book printers to handle the flow. So everything slowed down to like a snail's pace. And that created huge delays, authors not getting books for their launches, printing prices. And this is industry wide. I can't think of any authors that did not get their books from us, but I have heard some horror stories of authors being ready for their big event and the books didn't show up, or their contracts got pushed out. Their publication date had to get pushed out. Printing prices and freight prices went up significantly. Printing prices went up at least 3, if not 4 times from 2020 to 2020, end of 2022. So lots of big changes. So I am going to ask Micah to first, before I have a couple questions for Micah. Before I do that, I want to just say that the pandemic for us over the last 2 years really has been a good thing. It's in many ways. So I would just love to have Micah from her perspective, because I think, Micah, you started right after kind of the shutdown happened, right? Is that about the right timing?
Well, right kind of in the middle. So I started almost exactly 2 years ago, coming up on that little anniversary here. Right. But I think you remember I had published my book through Redemption Press, and it came out in August of 2020. So right during the middle of the first wave of that pandemic. So I have kind of a both perspective, right? What it was like to be an author, and then what I've seen from 2021 from us and beyond.
So give us a little bit of, how you've seen Redemption Press pivot, and then also pivoting in order for us to meet the needs of our authors and even those who don't publish with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, I think the biggest pivots that I've seen is just how we partner with our authors to help them get their message out there. COVID caused a ton of, changes to the market, like you said, in interesting ways. Marketing was one of those things, right? There was all of a sudden we're all indoors, we can't see each other. So that changed, but then it pivoted back, right? In a way when it kind of bounced back into that. And it's just really made a lot of changes for how authors market their books and get their message out there, which is a super important piece of being an author, right? And not only that, the industry has just changed overall, right? With the whole industry moving towards authors really doing their own marketing, our kind of very socialized world, as I like to say, where you your actors and you expect to see a tweet from them or something like that, right? This is the socialized world that we live in now. And so we've really had to rethink a lot of the ways that authors are getting their message out there. And I think we've just done an amazing job of, introducing new products, doing research. I mean, thanks to Shelley here on the screen for the amazing research that she's done and in how to work with Amazon, the biggest bookseller in the world, and really make it work for our authors to get their message out there and be that really good partner that gives them real information that's going to help them do the right things to get their message out there.
Yes. Amen. Well, okay. So we are going to move into our interview with Michelle. Thank you, Micah. Someone was just trying to get in the door. We're not open on Mondays. So I'm here at the bookstore again, and we're rolling with it. So Michelle, let me go ahead and tell a little bit about her book before I ask her some questions. Michelle's book is called Losing Her, Finding Me, A Mother's Story of Estrangement and Self-Discovery. The first time I heard that title, I was like hooked. I want to know about this book. Michelle Rohlf's unwanted estrangement from her daughter, Naomi, strips her of everything: her grandchildren, her peace of mind, and most of all, herself. Most of all, herself. In spite of her broken heart and spirit, she embarks on a journey of healing and forgiveness, discovering the impact that her own upbringing had on her attachment to her daughter. Some powerful insights in this book, let me tell you. But just as Michelle learns that her life isn't over because her daughter walked away, Naomi shows up again without apology or explanation. Much to Michelle's dismay, this reappearance challenges her newfound peace and ongoing recovery from codependency. Well, Michelle, it is such a delight to have you here. And I just love just the insights that you have provided within your story, and it resonates with so many people. So first off, tell us something about your experience on the publishing journey with Redemption Press, something that you're thankful for during the journey.
Okay, thank you, Athena. First of all, I want to say happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I don't know if they were big enough. Anyway, I threw stuff. Well, it's been really like a deer in the headlights kind of thing. And you guys have made it really a lot easier because of me not knowing anything about. I didn't plan on writing a book. It was a thing where God said, you are writing this book. And it came out of me like very easily. And I had a really great editor that was a friend of mine. So, and then God led me to you, Athena. And so my journey's been pretty easy. The thing that I've really appreciated is the tribe, and not only through the tribe, but through like the retreat and Proclaim and other just online things where we get to talk and go into small groups and get to know each other. That's been a real blessing to me because, like I said, I felt really alone in this. I felt just so lost. And being around other authors who were in all different stages, which has been really nice to see, experienced ones as well as ones who are brand new and still writing, and having coaches or having, so that's been a real blessing to me that Redemption Press acknowledges that need for us to need that tribe and relationship and being able to see what other people are doing. That was honestly one of my biggest blessings.
That's so good. We all need community.
Yes,
we do. So tell us how God has been using the message of your book, because the minute I understood what your topic was, when I first met you at that retreat in Arizona, I was like, there's a lot of people out there struggling with this issue of estrangement from their children. So just give us some highlights on how God's using the message.
I received a review from a stranger, which was a huge deal. And one line he wrote a really long, and it was a man, which was really, yeah, I appreciated. One of the lines he wrote in there was, it is so nice to know someone else is going through this for no reason like I am. And it just did my heart good, because that was my point, is I wrote the book because I wanted people who are going through it to know they're not alone. And that we've all, none of us are perfect parents, and we all did the best we could at what stage we were in our lives. We're not perfect just because we have kids. And I wanted people to know that they weren't alone. So I get a lot of feedback through my social media and through my book signings I've done that have just been eye-opening for me to see that I'm getting, oh, wow, so you're going through this too. It's been really a blessing. This last book signing I did in Utah, it was the next day, and I was in the coffee shop having my coffee, and the lady who runs the coffee shop sent one of the women over, and she started talking to me, and she sat down and talked to me for an hour, telling me about her daughter. So I'm getting a lot of that. And it's not only the estrangement piece that I've been surprised about, but it's also the self-discovery piece that I've had people come up and say, I really enjoyed your journey, you finding yourself, you finding out why you did the things you did. So that's been a blessing too. God is so great. He just magnifies everything we do. We put a little bit in and he just makes it huge. So it's been really a blessing to me.
Well, I love seeing how he creatively opens doors for ministry, not just, so it may not just be the estrangement thing, but there's so many other things within the story that people resonate with. And then it just opens up the door for you to be able to share Christ with them and share how he's changed you and given you new insight into, all those things. I mean, a lot of times we have stuff that we don't know why we were the kind of parents we were. And then we start reflecting and seeing our family of origin and all the things, and it's like, okay, well, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
So just to be able to give words to that so that when someone else reads it, they're like, yes, I knew there was something I couldn't understand and she just said it, so I love that.
Yeah, me too.
So good. So good. Well, I want you to hang around, Michelle, because we are going to give away one of your books tonight. So
okay,
you will be here for that. So we're going to move into our specials and remind everybody of what we are doing for our 9-year anniversary. So Micah, I'll let you talk about the first two. And you're muted.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, so we have a publishing special. So it is anywhere between 9 and 19% off, because got to do the nines. So if you are ready to publish a book, this is a fantastic special. This is 9 to 19% off all of the items that go along with publishing. And so if you are interested, please email me at micah@redemption-press.com. And Carol just put it up there. And then our second one is we are having our writers event in April. It's our Greater Things. It's so much fun. This is the 3rd year that I get to go, and I just love it. And we are doing a buy one, bring a friend. So if you buy the premier ticket to Greater Things, you get a pass for a friend to attend the basic one for free. So if you know someone who you've been trying to get them to come along. This just might be the push that they need.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And then the third special that we have going on, which we're going to just highlight again tonight, is our new marketing strategy of creating a companion product that goes along with the book that you've already got in print. And we are going to be giving a workshop to describe in more detail, help you figure out which would work best for you, because there's lots of different kinds of companion products. So I'm going to show you a few more samples in a second, but the dates are Thursday, January 26th. So this Thursday at noon Pacific, and then this Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific. So we're giving you two options to come to that if you are interested. And the goal of that time together is to figure out what content you have from a published book that could be used to create a companion product, and then the first step to create it. So last time I showed you a traditionally published book that we got to do the Bible study for as a companion product. This time I'm going to show you, this is an example we did for a guy, Todd Townsend, getting up from being down. He wanted to start giving workshops on this. And so he actually hired us, our editorial team, to write the workbook based on the content in his book, logically write the content that he would teach, and then create the workbook where people would get that when they would come to the workshop and have space to take notes and what have you. We sold the last copy, so all I have is the actual book that it's connected to show you. Then we did a book for Robin Mead and Fierce Wholeness, Finding Myself After Childhood Emotional Trauma. She ended up doing a workbook to go with her book, and it's a companion journal. So referring back to the book, then giving some snippets, prompts, and then space for them to write. And the last one I'm going to show you, and this is a very creative companion product. So Gail Porter, I don't know, I was going to say Gail Larson. No, Gail Porter wrote a book called Will the Real Person Please Stand Up? Rising Above the Fear of Rejection. And so she created a weekend retreat that goes off of her book and the content in her book. So she has I think this is the leader's guide. And then this is the person who's going through it. That's their workbook for the weekend. So there are actual two companion products that go with the actual trade paperback. So there's lots and lots of different ways to do that, and lots of different, you could do a journal, you could do a devotional journal, you could do a Bible study, you could do a workbook. There's lots of different ways to do companion products. So we are 2 minutes over, so we're going to give away some books.
All right, so I get to do
Carol.
Hey,
Hi, Carol.
so I'm going to ask a couple questions, and the first book we're going to give away is
Micah's
Woo!
Are Loved and Free.
All right, and that is about your identity, correct?
I'll
Yes.
read the subtitle, A Guided Journey to Winning the Battle for Your Identity.
Oh, very good. All right, so the question is about Micah and what she talked about. What is a marketing service that Redemption Press has launched to help authors market their books? And Micah talked about one specifically, but if you answer one that we actually do as well, we'll give you credit for that. So go ahead and put that answer in the chat. Remember to put your name if your Facebook name is not showing up. And we put a lot of your comments up, so you should know. So what's a marketing service that Redemption Press has launched to help authors market their books?
There we go. Jan Johnson. Got it. Woo!
That is correct. And we have done one of Jan's books already, and we are getting ready to do the second one coming up soon. So Very exciting. All right. Next question for what book?
For Michelle Rohlf's book, Losing Her, Finding Me, a mother's story of estrangement and self-discovery.
All right. So I have a question about what Michelle said. So it's hot off the press. From what Michelle said, what does God do with the little we give? She used a specific word that starts with the letter M. So if you can remember what that is, go ahead and put that in the chat and we will see anyone.
Good job, Joy.
All right.
Got it. Multiplies.
Yay.
Magnify, but I'll give you the M.
Actually, someone did get magnified, but
Oh, is it magnify?
it is.
It was magnify. Yep.
So Claudia Lindsley actually got the right one.
All right. Okay. So Joy, you need to answer the next question. I'm keeping it on. All right. So Claudia, good job. Magnifies it. That is the correct answer.
Woo, woo, woo. All right.
Next question for what book, Athena?
Together for a purpose.
Together for a purpose. So Athena talked about the pivot. So how did Redemption Press pivot with their training in 2020? What is the thing we had to do? And we were actually, Athena actually, was the brains and the brilliance behind what all the industry ended up doing, but she was the first one to do it. So what was that? Anyone?
Carrie said they went to Zoom.
Oh, that's
Close. Is that good?
you know what, Carrie, who's not a very techie person, that's a pretty good answer. So I'm going to give it to you.
All right.
Yes,
They went to Zoom.
Gary, you get a copy.
Yeah,
And we
you
will
get
sign
your-
it
I know
to
you
you
already
from your hubby.
Most specifically, though, on Zoom, we did virtual conferences.
Yes, we went-
Virtual conferences.
but their first virtual conference was on Zoom.
Was on Zoom, exactly. Yeah.
That's true. That's why she got it.
Right.
It's on Zoom. We don't do Zoom
Maybe
anymore.
she's more tech savvy than we think. Okay, last one. Oh, this one's a really good one, and you could win the book.
Full circle.
Circle. It is going to be. It's going to be a. What was that again? Antique or a
A
collectible.
collector's item. Yes.
Collector's item.
It's worth what? 50 cents at a garage sale?
Worth $1.50 at the garage sale.
All right. Thank you, Facebook user, for that comment. Okay, here we go. Here's the question. This is a
Right.
tough one. Anyone should be able to answer it. That's not the question. Here it is.
There we go.
Who on the screen went to a salon today? Who on the screen? So look at all of us.
All right. Don't be scared.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on. You won't hurt any of our feelings.
No.
Come on.
What it looks like. Athena.
Athena.
Barry, you know me too well.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, but see,
Donna says Athena or Shelley.
All right. Well, we thought Shelley looked like it because she had her hair all like.
she had her horse mane
I
going on.
have my mane going.
We thought it was going to be harder to pick.
Yeah.
Carrie knows you.
Okay, so since Carrie won the other book, Donna gets to win this one.
All right. So Donna, you win. Full circle collector's.
Full circle collector's item.
I'm sure Donna has full circle already.
All
What
right.
about
okay.
Together for a Purpose if she doesn't? If she
Okay,
already has full?
so Donna, if you don't have Together for a Purpose, I'll just switch that out.
There you go.
Yay.
All right.
Very
She's laughing. So.
Ah,
Hmm.
all right.
All right.
So I think we did it, and we're 5 minutes late. We're having too much fun.
Trying.
All right.
Stay hung
so
with us.
we will be back tomorrow, same time for day 6, 4 o'clock Pacific. Don't be late. We look forward to seeing you then.
Yes.